First of all, I want to say thank you to every person who's just believed in me and supported me, and I really just this is for you. Um, I hope that just me pursuing and chasing a dream will encourage you to dream as well, and to discover passion, to discover what you feel like God has called you to do in your life, and to really go for it. So I wanted to share just my story and my passion and my vision and my hope for this album and for these songs. And I think the first thing I'll say is that I was really chasing something. I realized through this process, I was chasing perfection. I was chasing something that I knew was unattainable, but I wanted it to be exactly what I've dreamed of, or what I hear, when I listen to other music, and so that meant just going deep into figuring out how to record and learn what I need to do, and it's honestly been a huge blessing to discover that I love it. I love every aspect of what goes into recording music, and I've been leading worship, and I've been dreaming about this and writing music as well since high school. But something inside of me that I never really understood was why am I doing this? And when I went to seminary, I knew I was called to ministry. I knew that I had such a clear idea that I wanted to serve and be used by God to do whatever He wanted me to do, and I also felt such a strong passion for music. But I also knew that that there's this either obstacle, or that there was this stronghold or barrier that was telling me that just I was never good enough, and to answer that, I wanted to discover what was holding me back, and find out that if is it just fear of man? Is it just fear of rejection? And I think it is all those things, especially now. I mean, this moment when it's like I've sent my album in, and it's like before it's available to everyone, and I'm thinking what are people gonna think? And but at the same time, it's a leap of faith that I know that I wanted to take, to know that this album is not going to define me. I'm not going to find my identity in how good or bad it is. What I'm going to find my identity in is what the album's about. And it's about finding victory in Christ alone. It's about freeing yourself from the world's standards and just discovering the joy of pursuing life with God and just worshiping Him, and whatever ups and downs that comes with it, knowing that at the end of the day, God is for you. And along the way, I think something that I realized for me, my own personal calling, is that I want to make music that blesses people, and I also want to help people to make music that blesses people, that encourages them, that sits with them, that speaks to them, that ministers to them, that heals them, that gives them the opportunity to just let loose in joy and to just love God. And what that process looks like, it's the start of a journey. I don't exactly know what happens next. I don't. There's not much precedence, I feel like, for what I'm doing, and I'm okay with that, because I think it's an adventure. But for me, it's about just making that firm commitment to say, okay, well, this is the first thing I want to do. I want to really just learn how to record, go through the process, and make mistakes. And yeah, maybe it's not the greatest, or maybe I am learning how I need to improve, or what I can grow in. And that's been the greatest part too. That I'm seeing what I'm capable of. I'm seeing, I'm discovering who I am and what I'm passionate about. But also how to put it all together. I think it's always the toughest thing. And yeah, like I hope hope these songs that they bless you, and I hope that it inspires you. And if I could do it, maybe you can do it too. So yeah, I don't know if it's touring or I don't know what comes next really, and that's okay. There's so many resources out there that I'm looking into and trying to figure out, not just for myself, but I think also just for the sake of our community, our church, those around us. And I want to speak to you right now. If you are an artist, and if you are someone who has this burning desire, let's talk. Please don't hesitate to shoot me an email or reach out to me or whatever. I would just love to encourage you and even walk with you and work with you, because I know what it's like to feel like you're in it alone, or you're not sure if your voice is going to be heard or valued. But yeah, I want to empower you and affirm that there's a fire inside of you that comes from the Lord, and who knows where and how you'll also just ignite that flame in others too. So thank you for listening. Yeah, I'm excited. It's an adventure. It's really this crazy adventure of taking leaps of faith, but also being committed to being faithful to the Lord, as well as not being afraid, not living in fear. So, peace.